What's up, everybody? Gorgeous George and Goes checking in again. Man, we've had a lot of great fighters on our show today, and today we get to talk to Raufeon Stots, another great fighter, a bantamweight, solid cat. He fights Danny Sabatello at 301. Bellator 301 takes place on Friday, November 17th. Showtime's got you covered, of course, as always. Two title fights. There is a Grand Prix eliminator, and then we have this featured bout with Raufeon Stots and Danny Sabatello. What's going on, Raufeon? How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. Not much. Just training hard, getting ready to beat the shit out of Danny. So, um,
Mm-hmm.
that's,
Is this your type of opponent? One that's going to talk shit to you?
yeah, I like see, especially against somebody I didn't like. Um, when they first kind of offered me Danny, I felt like kind of confused, like why fight him? But then it took like 2 seconds. I was like, wait, this probably might be the last chance I get to like punch Danny. So yeah, like I would love to go in there and finish him and get him out of there. So yeah, because he's gonna have something to say. So yeah, I like this type of fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, of course, done it already. But who else would you have wanted to fight? I guess I'm curious, since you probably maybe had a
Well,
list in your head.
I'm hoping also, since I've given essentially that I can have my reading match against Patchy. I feel like I went into that camp not compromised, but knowing something that I didn't know, or I messed up on my nutrition like the whole for like 2 years. I've been like not 2 years, 2 camps I should say. Like the last 2 camps I've been now mounted. But I didn't know I was doing it to myself. I wasn't eating all that I needed to be eating. So my weight cut like suffered because of it, and I like passed out during the weight cut. So I would like the chance to fight him again. Not saying that's the reason he won, but I know I would be able to attack the fight differently. So, yeah, I'm hoping I
What?
give this dude his rematch, and then I get a rematch. If not, I'm looking to fight, kind of whoever. It doesn't really matter to me. Obviously, I want to get back to the title. But yeah, that one left a kind of sour taste in my mouth because I don't feel like I was able to, truly fight and see where I'm at with Pathy. Yeah, that's kind of where my head's at.
I know Sergio's your boy, and I know you
Hmm.
fought Patchy already.
Yeah.
What's an honest breakdown that you can give us of who you think is going to come out of that fight with their hand raised?
I think Sergio does an amazing job with like fighting long and he and he's fast and he's positionally he's just like in the right place at the right time. Obviously I'm biased, but like honestly, even watching him against Patricio Pitbull, who was supposed to be a bigger fighter, I feel that Sergio has the tools to kind of keep the fight, and it's not like he's just some a striker only. I feel like he's very good on the ground. He's good enough to compete with Patchy. Obviously, Patchy has the advantage on the ground, and he's long, and he but I don't feel like he really fights long, and he uses his length well. Sergio will come out on top in that fight.
Mm-hmm. As far as going back to the nutrition, can
Yeah,
you tell us maybe one? You just weren't eating enough calories. Is that what it was?
yeah.
And don't take this
I
wrong,
did.
Raytheon.
I
Don't take this wrong, but you've reached championship status, and you have
Yeah,
pretty impressive head coaches. I know you worked with Eve,
yeah,
Eric.
yeah,
I don't want the audience to come down on you, because
yeah,
they're gonna say like, "Bro, you've wrestled all your life. What kind of
yeah,
happened here?" So maybe kind of explain that, I
yeah.
guess.
Yeah. So what happened was I had changed what do you call meal prep companies, and
Yep.
they were giving me 4 meals a day to eat. I would only have, and it was purely my fault. I didn't have the time to I didn't have the time. I would eat three and then I would be like full, but I also was supposed to be supplementing that with like protein and other food. And it was clearly laid out for me in the app that they sent me, and the layout, like what I should be eating, the calories I should be eating. But it was like on me. So every day I would not eat the fourth meal just because I was like, I ate in the morning, I ate at night, and then the third meal was kind of, or after my workout at night, I would eat, but I wouldn't eat the extra fourth meal. And it was just a case where like some days I full, and then like on my low days I would feel like kind of depleted, and that would affect my training. And yeah, so it was like I wasn't eating all the meals I should eat, and then I wasn't doing the supplement. Like I was supposed to be eating bananas or apples and adding and protein shakes. I just wasn't doing any of that, but that was purely my fault. But so I noticed it in training, but I just I attributed to just me getting older or something, or me, like, hey, because I was doing this kind of the same training that I've always been doing, but I kind of noticed like kind of diminishing returns. Like I would still be able to get through the work, but it would be like a chore for me to get through. I'm a person who I feel like I'm always going the extra mile, and then those extra miles just felt like it was like way harder for me to do, if that makes sense. Um and then going into the weight cut, my weight was good, but then when I got all the way down, I like nobody knew this. I passed. This was the only in these last two weight cuts have the only time that I really struggled during the weight cut, and I passed out. I passed out before the fight, and obviously we tried to keep it a wraps because I didn't want to lose the fight, and I didn't think there was a problem, and I don't say that's. I just feel like I will be able to perform better. I think it had an impact on me, and yeah, and it's just something that I know that I can. It's a tangible thing that I know that I can do better. Obviously, it's fighting skills and techniques that I can do better, within the fight. But that's something that I know that I can do better, and I feel like it will make and the very least my training for the fight. And it just so happens that it happened these last two camps, just because I changed meal prep companies. So I'm also excited in that fact because I get to fight Danny Sabatello again, but I feel like I get to fight him doing what I'm supposed to do. It's I feel like I'm juggling a lot of stuff, and then that was something that just kind of slipped under that I didn't pay attention to, and it's a game of inches, at the top, and I learned that lesson, and I'm gonna go forward and be better for it.
So that being said, are you going to use the same meal prep, just kind of follow the directions better this time
Yeah,
around? Is that
I follow what they told me to do from the first, and I've been doing that now, and I feel a lot better. I feel like so much better. Like I'm actually doing a lot more than I was doing, and I'm feeling, like I'm getting in better shape. I felt like I was like diminishing, like I would do like 25 rounds or not 20 of shark bait, but I would like be tired, like drained after. Um, which that is tiring, but it, compared to before, that's just how I
Mhm.
felt. I feel differently now, so yeah.
Oh,
But that was all my fault too. It was all my fault. It's stupid to say, but I mean, I'm a
yeah.
human, I make mistakes.
No, we appreciate the honesty, man. A lot of people don't do that. So we appreciate that. And so I want to ask you, correct me if I'm wrong. I think this might be your first rematch, or if it isn't, you haven't had
So
many.
yeah, I haven't had many. This is I had one other rematch, but there was like a fight I had as an amateur, and I got to face him as a pro. My first rematch from just pros, I guess.
So this situation, kind of, coming off that loss, does it maybe help a little bit? The fact that you've beaten this guy before, you've trained for him before. does it kind of make the scenario a little bit easier? And can you maybe share with us what you learned, like your biggest lesson from the first time you guys met?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like this is it's like I don't want to get like overconfident because I feel like I beat him, the last time, but I also felt like I could do more, and I feel like I did some things in the fight that made it look closer than it should have been. And so I get the correction. I feel like always great. It's always cool too to like because this is a game of self progression. I get to like prove that I'm a better person than I was like a couple months ago, that I've been working towards something and being better. And I take pride in that. So there's a feeling of, yeah, man, I get to prove that I had mistakes, and I'm better. I'm a better fighter than I was a couple months ago, which will help with my case, for fighting for the title again. Um, so yeah, as far as like the rematch like mindset, I want to go into this fight. I also got like a little chip on my shoulder because I last time. So it's not the same. Like I know I beat him, I know I broke him, but I want to I want to embarrass him. And I don't feel vindicated until I like embarrass him.
Well, that's I guess that is the challenge, right? Finish him. Finish him would be instead of it
Gotta-
going to a what was the last one a split decision, I think. In this case, you want to leave no doubt and finish him, right?
Yes, sir. Last one was a split decision, but the only judge that gave him the fight was Doug Crosby, which I'm convinced he's got to be related to him, or I messed around with one of his girl daughters or something, because he gave him like every round. I understand giving him some of the rounds, but every round is crazy to me. So yeah. But yeah, I definitely think I can do better. I definitely feel like I can get him out of there. So this is my chance to prove it.
What have you heard in terms of we know that I guess this is the last show of 2023 and possibly
Yeah,
forever. I mean, it might be absorbed by another company. They might keep the
yeah.
same name. Or what have you heard behind the scenes?
I have heard just as much as anybody else. The latest I heard was like PFL is buying and they're operating as I don't know if that was a rumor or not. Like I literally I don't know. I know I re-signed, a deal just here recently. So it seems to me that they're operating normally, at least until the time being. But yeah, that's all I know.
Would you want to be part of the PFL format where they do these not tournaments but regular season playoffs, or do you feel like you're established enough where you just want to take fights as they come?
No, I don't mind that tournament format seems cool. I'm a kind of a proponent of like the no politics, the next man moves forward. So that's why I like the tournament I was in with Bellator. That gives me
Yeah.
another chance at another tournament. I'm down for it. I'm also down for kind of any and everything. I'm here to fight. I'm the best. So yeah, I'm down for it all. I'm a prize fighter at the end of the day. So show me the money. I'm there.
Let me ask you in closing a trick question. In your
Okay,
opinion, who's the most famous fighter you fought?
man. Famous. Magomedov. No, famous is Juan Archuleta, definitely. Juan Archuleta, because he was like on the Today Show. He was on the Today Show. He's been in movies. After that fight, I think it was some like actors that were like hitting me up and stuff. Yeah, so he's definitely the most famous.
Allow me to retort.
Yeah.
Have you seen what Keith Lee's been doing?
Oh
Mm.
snap, Keith Lee. Keith
Yeah.
Lee, I forgot Keith Lee had blown up, man. I
Hasn't he?
predict
Isn't that's kind of
somebody.
cool, right? As a fellow fighter to see someone else doing well.
Yeah, that man, I love Keith Lee too. Like after our fight, me and Keith Lee, we sat and we had ice cream and we talked about the division. We talked about our fight. Keith Lee is like one of, I mean, I don't call him my boy. He invited me to like hang out and we like hung out while we was in Vegas. But yeah, Keith Lee is like, he's a genuine person. You know what I'm saying? I love the dude. The dude is like super, like even like before fighting him, I felt like he was like a kindred spirit. So he deserves everything that, you know, is coming his way. You know, I hope nothing but the best for Keith Lee. And I'm happy that, you know, he found this lane to excel in. And yeah, man, that's super awesome. That anytime you see somebody in MMA, you know, do great things, that warms the heart.
Did he rate the ice cream when you were there, or he wasn't doing that back then?
Doing it at that time. I got mistaken for Keith Lee at a Walgreens one time. And I told him about it. I told him that next time somebody mistake, I'm gonna just pretend I'm you, bro, because I'm probably gonna get some free shit. So I'm gonna just do that. I'm gonna just be Keith Lee's stunt double from now on.
Since we're on the topic, what's your favorite meal? I guess either that he's rated or that you guys have in common, or just one that you have that the favorite. Okay, let's say you know you're going to be condemned to death, so it's your final meal. What would you order?
Oh, my final meal would have to be jambalaya. You know, jambalaya. Yeah. After every fight, I gotta have some jambalaya. That's just what I gotta have. I love jambalaya, so that's the one.
All right. Goes is doing a top 30 meal list. Goes, is jambalaya going to be in your top 30, or are you feeling like
it's in there?
It's in there. Okay.
For sure. But also some fufu. You ever had fufu, Nigerian fufu and soup, a goose soup? Oh man, you should look at fufu is delicious. It's a Nigerian dish, and I grew up on it while I was or anytime I would go to my Nigerian family's house, I would like ask for it, and it's delicious.
What's in it?
So it's like a dough, like the fufu part, or it's like a bread that you scoop up with your finger. There's different types of soup. So there's like a green kind of a goosey soup, and it's got like spinach, and it's got fish, and I don't know the sauces. I don't know how to make it, but it's really good. And then they got a red, like spicy one that's got like feels like neck bones or red meat in it, and it's super spicy and it's really good.
All right, we're gonna keep an eye out on fufu.
Yeah.
Bet.
Hey man, listen, you're an outstanding fighter. We love covering you. Whatever the future holds, our best to you. And whatever promotion does employ you, folks, this guy can talk. Put him behind the mic too when he's not fighting. You're one of our favorites, Raufeon. Thanks for the time as always.
Oh, actually, I should throw a plug in there. I started a podcast where I'm just interviewing, people around Houston, and a lot of the places have been like restaurants. I did like an NBA champion. But yeah, it's called Pound for Pound, the Pound for Pound podcast. So I should throw it's powered by Cricket, so I should there too.
Very cool. All right, we'll have to check it out.
Thank you.